Hello people. Trying to get this to compile. Unknown names share the resource base. Did you mean to add a namespace? Yes, I did. No, I didn't see the namespace. Shadow builder. Probably need to do that here as well. Okay. Now I added this call. So every time I update the descriptor set, which means that you bind or link in a descriptor set to some shader resource. I call this new function on my pipeline factory graph, which currently doesn't do anything except print debug output. So now it compiles, so I just want to look at the debug output, see if kind of expected things happen, and well, nothing crashes and stuff like that. So everything was compiled, and uniform buffer tests, write to an output, does not crash, grab factory graph, that file, and then we have updated descriptor set calls here, a bunch of them. And one of these calls should allow me to draw an edge in my graph from between anyway the shader resource and the descriptor set. Let's draw them from the descriptor set. This is the shader resource. There's a lot of information in it. I need to see if it contains the information that I need, namely whatever I need to identify the shader resource. I guess left position is basically what I need. It's not very clear, I have to say. And now we're only talking about, well, here's something. That's what I want, I think. I don't know where it got that from. Nope. Let's try it from the other way. So if once I am inside the factory graph, what do I need to find the shader resource? Well, this is the shader resource. Now we find where the shader resources are stored. That's a pointer. That's the actual thing. Yeah, so this is using the GLSL ID, which is that left buffer string. That would be by far the easiest way to find it back. Alternatively, I could just run over the whole map and then find maybe one of the IDs inside it that are unique for it. That's not very clear, I have to say. Well, printed, the information must be there. Most notably, I have this my uniform buffer also in the string for the GLSL ID full. So here, for example, but then a double colon and full follows. And I cannot just, here's another one, I cannot just strip that off because sometimes I need a double colon as well. So let's see if that is the correct thing. Oh shit, it isn't. So here I need this full string. I guess the way this is printed depends on the type. So maybe I'm just passing the wrong thing. I want to pass something that is directly contains the correct string. And I don't see it here. It is just... nope. Not really. So we are going to turn around the things again, and I'll find how I got the string inside the factory graph. Pretty sure that was GLSLID. Yep. So what I really need is the shader resource declaration. The shader resource declaration pointer. Or maybe I have that. Or I call this. So that's still the same function. This could be it. Let's see what get declaration returns. It returns a shader resource declaration. That's exactly what I need, right? So hello, what conference? It's gonna take a while, H-Lush. A long while. Yeah, it's just really, it's a project without end, it seems. Still hoping someone will join some point, but doubt that's going to happen. I think this is the pointer that I need, but now I'm not sure anymore that I'm still in the function that I wanted to be in. Well, it looks like it though. This is add descriptor sets. Aha, we are updated descriptor set. I think it's better to pass the shader resource declaration pointer then instead of this one. Guaranteed to be non-null. Otherwise we would have crashed already. Yeah, we only have to deal here with things that has bindings. Yeah, it makes sense actually. It's Lush. Well, if you are familiar with Freud. I felt I needed That's a combination. Also, I wanted to maybe write a second live viewer from scratch. So I do want to draw stuff. I mean, I've coded my whole life and I've never done anything graphics. So it's about time I begin with that. And then I could choose between OpenGL or Vulkan, and I did choose Vulkan, of course, because that's more modern. Bleeding edge. Always bleeding edge, right? I have to change the signature and everything. The thing, we're now passing a shader resource declaration. Was it now a shader resource declaration or what was it? Or was it the context? I already forgot. Horrible. Leave it on one line. Seriously, or maybe break it here. It's better. Why on earth did I use auto here? Just immediately biting back. But okay, it is a shader resource declaration. I hate auto. Let's not use auto. Okay, now it should work. Yep, there it is. So now we have it. So now we go to the graph, CXX, I guess. And I have my string. That is, let me see, I already gave that a name before somewhere. Not really. Yeah, so here things got inserted by that string. And then now I find it back in the same map using the same string. And I should already have inserted it, so this should never give me end. Yeah. Now I have my resource, right? Yeah, I think so. Next we need to find the descriptor set. Something. Well, same thing. I have to find where I store those things. Descriptor set. Well, I should look in the header. That's the descriptor set. They're stored in a DQ. Well, would have been nice if it was a map, then we knew what I had, what I needed as a key to find them back. Okay, I can live with the DQ for now. Yeah, I need this. So just this and then S key. That's what we can use. Or not, because I'm also using the window here. Should work. It's just by the descriptor handle, which is unique even across windows. I don't know what I use the window for, but Even less so than why I have my operator less than defined to include the window. Why did I do that? Doesn't seem to be used at all even. Let's try to remove it. See if that still compiles. Yeah, that compiles. So I don't think the window is necessary to compare. Still hesitating though. No, nah, it shouldn't. So instead of having a DQ with descriptor sets, maybe I should just use a map with that as key. Window is not even used here. Oh, it is used for the number of frame resources. Oh, okay, that's the only thing. Yeah. Right. Okay, so then I can simply return this, not caring about the window. And then we can make this a map that is put into a set, because I really want that. I don't want to move this outside the script set. It's probably annoying. Which means that let me think. Everything that is not in the key is mutable. Yeah, the window doesn't have to be mutable because that's set during construction, but then this thing must be mutable. And then I can store the whole thing in the set instead of a DQ. That should work just as fine, I think. And then of course some syntax will change. Oh, I have another one that has the same name. That's annoying. Okay, this one is a member of the script set layout. That one is not. Let's try to keep them apart. So here I'm looking for yeah, I'm looking for the descriptor set. Descriptor set I think. Element, thing is key. Descriptor sets I, basically. So this then changes into simply it's also an iterator, becomes a set iterator, but that then simply becomes set find descriptor sets. Right, and then empl back is not gonna cut it anymore. We have to use insert here. And then of course braces, because it was an empl and now it's just an insert. Does set have a try in place? I guess set does have a try in place, doesn't it? In place hint, no. That's strange. I think that's strange. A map has a try in place. Why would a set not have a try in place? Ridiculous. Missing. Bug in the C++ standard. Well, then I'll just use insert. I'm not that kind of guy, shy. Okay, back. There's no back anymore. Insert. Insert returns a iterator boolean pair. Wait, there is no second here. It's a set. So just dereference the iterator. Déjà vu. No, this is the layout stuff. That's. I had forgotten that there were two variables with the same name. So this is the other variable then. Same name, but it's not what we were looking for. Yeah, maybe it's not that easy. But I want to make this work. I'm not really treating it as a map. Just finding whatever I designated as the key. But okay. And this runs over all elements. That should still work for a set. And that's again the script set layout thing. And then we went to the top. Hopefully this works, except that it won't, because now I need to add a constructor for really. I can't find back the other one, really. There we go. Script sets. No, that was surprising that it immediately compiled. Everything still seems to work. So now we can find in descriptor sets simply maybe you should do that in 2 steps as well. Redefinition of the descriptor set. Oops. Hey LGL. Took me only 5 days to see your private Discord message. I have OBS always open, more or less. It covers all my chat. Telegram, also people calling me, or did you mute me? Because I never read Telegram anymore, or Discord. I think I need a fourth monitor. Because I'm too lazy to close OBS, I need a fourth monitor. That's what it comes down to, doesn't it? Yeah. I don't think I need OBS at all, actually. Once it just works, you can minimize it, and the only reason I need it is to click on start stop stream. For the rest, it could be closed. If I had an inset with my face on it, and could see on OBS how that looked like, but now it just looks like this. You can see it on my primary monitor. OBS. Well, it compiled. Yeah, I can still do a quick grab, I guess. Debug output. So let's say I have my uniform buffer. Well, I also need the descriptor set. I think that's yeah. Well, I don't know. My uniform buffers. Maybe it starts here. That would be the descriptor set. Well, whatever. Doesn't help. Nope, let's just add the edges. Edge. I was going to add edges, let's say, from the descriptor set to the shader resource. Well, then this can't be const, which means that the iterator cannot be a const iterator. Which means that descriptor sets cannot be const, and it isn't, so we're done. And then we do descriptor set something, and we have so I need a new mutable vector, I guess, with pointers to shader resources. Shader resource const pointer. Yeah, or something. Make. Binding reference of type Vulkan pipeline factory graph descriptor set to a value of blah blah drops const. So it is still const. Why is it const? Oh, because it's a dereferencing. That's why those things must be mutable. This is a standard set, so if you dereference that, it's always const. Therefore, I mean, it's const because you use the value as a key. So if I would change the descriptor set, then you change the value of the key, and then you would have to change the order of the order in which the objects are stored in the standard set. But not if I do not change members that are not part of the key. So despite that this is const, we can still make changes to it, namely changes to shader resources, because that's not part of the key, and then that's why it is mutable. So now you know why I add a mutable for stuff that is not part of the key. Yeah, it compiles. Okay, go back to the graph again, and then actually do something with this. So now at some point we have descriptor set, and then I want to add edges, right? Descriptor set, yeah, I think so. Where do I have descriptor sets? Here I have descriptor sets. Gone over all the script sets. Well, that's good enough for me. Create a node, create some edges, create more edges. Shader resources of descriptor set. And the thing contains shader resource, of course. Shader resource const pointers. Well, that's another vector, but still, the idea is the same. So we are going to add edge from descriptor set to shader resource. Push back. Descriptor set dot id to. Now let's see what I have to do here. No labels. I think I just add on just like that. That should do it. Yeah, this should be a finished graph for the working case. Took me a whole week, but hey, let's see if it makes sense. I still think I would like to have the binding number here as well mentioned. You know, this claims to be binding 0, but that comes from a point where I stored it. And this comes from, let's say, the hard-coded compiled in set index. This is the template code, and then if you compile it, it uses for the declaration set index 0 for this shader resource. And obviously the same thing also uses a binding, so why not use that here in the label? I'm going to do that before I even look at it for the rest. So we are having a label of an edge. Oh, find that back. Wait, I know the error. The error went from, seriously? Yeah, shader template code to shader resource. This one. That's the edge, and we use a label as the label, and I want to add to the label a dot followed by binding. How do I get my binding? Probably from the same place, shader resource declaration context. Meaning that has a set index. And it should have my binding number as well, doesn't it? Shouldn't it? Apparently it does have a binding, but then I have to give it the shader resource declaration first. I can call this one. We can call binding passing a shader resource declaration. If it compiles, it works, I hope. Looks like it. Yeah, well, it's all 0, so who cares? But at least then you see that it matches. So 0.0 is updated with this shader resource. That belongs to that one, right? And obviously, I'm not sure if it's obvious actually, but This one has a binding baked in here, so that dot 0, okay, this 0 could be a 1, I guess. It's more related to the code, to the compiled code, than to the shader resource. But okay, so we have set index 0 uses that, set index 1 uses that, and here set index 0 uses that one as well, and set index 1 uses that one, and set index 2 uses that. So this is really set index 2 all the way for both. Set index 1 for both, set index 0 for both. And this is also set index 0, which the program enforced. It wanted the texture and the my uniform buffer had to be in the same set index. That is a demand that the user gave. Okay, on top of that we can see that the pipeline uses set index 0. This is scripted set. So this 0 must match that 0. Therefore, because this is a single arrow, you would say, oh, that means that this one also must use 0. Otherwise, we would have a problem here. So, of course, the way it is now, it's like 0, 0, and then 0, 0. So everything, this is just, this whole thing is, yeah, these are like the script set 0. I mean, how would you be able to change that? And I was thinking that pipeline 01 could use the script set 1 here. But if it did, then I would not have been able to use the same descriptor set as that pipeline, I guess. Because you can only bind the descriptor set once. Well, we are going to bind the descriptor set once. Which means that we tell... no, that's not true. I think this could have been a 1 or not. And then we could not have used this compiled shader. It's still confusing. Now I have this graph and it's still confusing. Well, the reason it's confusing because it's what it shows is, well, it just works. Okay. But it's still confusing. Okay, here we have 1 pointing to this one. Whoa, that's what I mean. The script said 1 and then it's used by the script set 2. What? What? That's not even correct then. Oh, fuck. This label should have been 2. This one is 2. This one should be 2. I think this 2 and this 1 should have been swapped. Then it would make totally sense. No, it doesn't. Well, you can do something like jump in a river, or you can make something like write a Vulkan engine. Looks very difficult, very different to me. I would say make is a subset of do. You can ask, what are you doing? And then the answer can be, I'm making something. But you cannot do it the other way around. If someone asks, what are you making? You have to say a chair. It's like make is derives from do. And not the other way around. Why on earth do I have a 1 here? This is double horrible because I want to use the graph to find a bug, and now my graph shows me that this can't work, but it works, so there is a bug in the graph. How is that going to help me to find a real bug if the graph itself isn't even correct? Yeah, something is horribly wrong. Bottom should always be in 2. So I'm starting to trust this a lot more. Set index 2 is the bottom. Set index 2 is the bottom. Set index 0 here is the left. And then 1 is the top, basically. We also have a match between this one, and well, 2 and 2 and 0 and 0. But on here we have 2 matching 0 now. And 0 matching 2. That cannot be right. That is, this pipeline has a 2 pointing to here, and this one has, I think, 2 pointing to that. Or not. This one belongs to that. Okay, this is both. One is pointing to. One is pointing to this descriptor set, both from that one and from that one. I need to give colors, I think, different colors to different set indexes. I believe that these numbers are nonsense, or nonsense, yeah, they're not really what I want to see. These seem to be correct. Bottom is always 2. The 0 point to the same thing, the 1 point to the same thing, and 1 points to my uniform buffer, and 1 points to the image. This is correct. Okay, LGL, have fun, or good luck. I'm glad I could help you, GPT-4 would say. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask. No, I'll just see you. I probably already left, but yeah, I'm totally not convinced about these numbers. Totally not. Totally not. Let's try this again. No, wait, I have already to file for a reason. I can look at compiling. And here you see what is really, really, really being used. That's IMQ. Why am I looking at IMQ? What is this? This is so set index 1 is used for my uniform buffer here. Bottom position is indeed in 2, as it should be. And left is 0 here. It's a fragment channel. Yeah. No, I don't know what it is. Doesn't look generated. Oh, it's also fragment shader of IMQ. Hello, unnamed. I suppose, especially with as a comment, the DLSL ID of the shader resource behind it. I can just grab for a layout maybe and then see everything instead of grabbing for compiling. Or not, because here it is a few lines lower. Why do I not have a comment here? It would be nice to have a comment. On the same line as layout, yeah, that would be nice. So why do I not have that? Here we have it, but that's for location. Vertex attribute. So to just print all 3 lines after layout. Grab 3 lines after it, and then we'll just look for layout in Troop. More like layout set, I guess. It's not enough. I don't see what this is. Maybe we should put everything on one line, at least temporarily. Yeah, left position. So while printing the members of something, I should not print new lines, I think. Just put everything on the same line. To have GPS layout with a call of this thing in front of it. Location, push constant to this one. 2 of those. Uniform sampler. Well, variable name OSS. As an what is this? It's just prints that already. Yeah, and then a single new line. And the uniform buffer. It doesn't print a comment. It's ridiculous. Will you binding. Oh, might just add a comment here. Let's add a comment. I don't have a full. Wait. Yeah, that's the reason why I didn't do it, I think. I would have to use, well, basically the prefix. Show this. And I already have that here. But this one is on a different line. I don't know, I'm gonna add this, I think. Yeah, set. And this probably I'm good, so I wasn't really interested in that. What is this? Same thing. I think I'm only interested in these things. Yeah, now I need to I also need the name of the shader code, right? Because otherwise I still don't know anything. So that appears only once. Hello, I said once. Compiling. That's the name. I guess compiling is being printed from preprocess 2. Code, blah 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 blah, stuffs, convert, found, done. I don't know. Let's look for preprocess 2. No, we need it. Yeah, so these things are just the real deal. These values, at least they match this. I guess I'm gonna run it a few times to make 100% sure. So run that. No, let's not look at that yet. So this one, dot, and then that grep, and then look at this. The first one is one vert, which is here. Left position is number, I guess 0. Yep. Bottom is 2.0 and my uniform bar is a 1.0. And 0 frag is 1.1 for the vort. And then here we have 0 vert. Oops. That would be this one. 0, 0 for left, 2.0 for bottom, and 1.0 for my uniform bar. So I get correctly. No, I already believe it. I already believe it. Let's test just, this one. Okay, we'll do it one more time. The vert is now 0.1. My uniform buffer is twice 0.0. Left position is twice 1.0. And bottom is 2.0 as usual. Okay. Let's try one that goes wrong. Vort is 1.1. My uniform buffer is different. Ta-da! Yeah, and bottom there really should be 2 in all cases, so this is wrong. These values are wrong. Oh, what the hell happened? Anyway, let's see if they correspond. So one vert, which is this one, for uniform buffer, uses 1.0. Bottom position, that would be that one, is I guess 2.0. Left is 0.0. Nearest triangle 0 vert. My uniform buffer. Wait a minute. Huh? Yeah, I can't make anything of it. That's a one big mess. Nothing works. Damn it. Why? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I think I'm going to eat anything but work on my Vulkan engine. Well, you're a few hours too late. I've been streaming for hours. And it is time to cook. This is the time to cook and eat. And I'm depressed because it's a mess.